a crucial point that's existing in my society and the society of the world right now that everybody's not realizing or wanting to take responsibility for is that of our transportation system and how flawed it seriously is, because it does not consider or is in the basis of doing that which would be best for all for a multitude of reasons. And the first being that the way the transportation system is currently set up right now is a direct reflection of who we are within our minds and our relationship that we have with ourselves and with other people around us and the other things in this world, because we're basing everything on a belief and idea. Mainly, that's how our mind has been working within our relationships to ourselves, beliefs of who we are and beliefs that we can trust ourselves and that we're of good people and that we're not harming the world, and we're believing that nobody else is doing that either within our abused relationships. And this is transcended and carried over to the transportation system because it's set up around beliefs and ideas that everybody at all times is going to be paying 100% attention to the road and considering every other being at all times within driving. We're holding driving up to a belief that the person right next to me isn't going to be talking on a YouTube video camera like this and distracting themselves for a second, or texting and driving, or being drunk and driving and swerving into a family and killing them, all because the transportation system is based upon not caring about the individual whatsoever. It's based upon enslavement, wherein this is the only way for us elitist people in this position to drive around, is so we can drive to work, and without the transportation that we have right now, we wouldn't be able to go get money to drive around in the first place. So it's sort of a endless polarity of this need that we've acquired to live upon, and it's not safe whatsoever. And another point is all of the war and all of the crime against humanity within the exploitation of the resources in the world is that of the oil that goes into making a car function, and the gasoline that we're using for this world that obviously pollutes and emits toxins to the air, which are only there so we can keep living in this way where we consume at all costs on a belief that we're not doing anything wrong, not considering the principle of this world as to what would be best for all. And it's something that needs to be very much reconsidered and deconstructed in our world. Imagine if we didn't have money as the deciding factor for our livelihood, and we set every single car up to be at a position to where it could provide to everybody in the safest way that did the least amount of pollution, and that was available to everybody. Everybody can have a car right now. There are people with hundreds of cars right now that drive one every single year, drive a different one every single year. But if we aligned every single car to do the principle of doing what would be best for all without the limitation of money being the only thing that can change the quality of our life, we could make every car on a global tracking system in the sky that doesn't allow your car to start unless it's locked in and refreshed over and over again until it's got your exact position as to where you park your car in your garage, and it would record the measurement, the position, the coordinates of where you were when you parked your car, and wouldn't start until you were locked in. And it would be like that for everybody, so everybody could drive around at all times without there being a belief that everybody's going to be upholding the rules of the law and actually doing stuff. People get killed every single day because we have to drive around. It's completely unnecessary, and something that I'm definitely going to start considering more within vlogging in the car, because honestly, I'm not 100% to the road. I'm about 99% 1%, if that, probably less than that, to my participation within me driving. So I'm not caring about everybody doing this right now. I could easily make a small slip up and harm so many things, let alone how we have to slaughter multitudes and just billions of insects throughout our lives so we can drive. We kill so many insects just on our transportation system that seriously needs to be reconsidered and reconstituted under the principle of what would be best for all. Thanks for listening.